WNBA, the Aces fall in Game 3 versus the New York Liberty, 87-73. No game in this series has been close. They have all been blowouts. But the Aces, the Liberty said that they were back to playing Liberty-style basketball. And I guess my main thing that I want to talk about from this game and then also from this series is that, I want to see this go 5. Even though I would love to see the Aces go back-to-back, I think the WNBA needs, because these are the best two teams in the league the whole season. Like, it wasn't like, oh, maybe. Like, they were both the best two teams in the league. So you did not want to see that get to go out as a sweep.
Right.
So for that to actually go 5, I think, look, listen, I know you're about to show some of the highlights. They had 17,143 fans in the stands at Barclays Center for Game 3. The fans were rocking, really, really exciting stuff. So, I think that the WNBA, listen, I think that more and more people are starting to come around and accept it. Of course, most guys are always going to talk their nonsense and whatever, but look, they had a star-studded, group at the game. Game 1 had LeBron at it and different folks. But Jonquel Jones went to work, made a ton of big shots in that game. But yeah, definitely exciting. And we'll get to the clip with the arena here once his last Jonquel Jones shot goes up. Let me see. Okay.
Buckets.
She was getting buckets all night. She was definitely getting buckets all night. Definitely was the difference maker in it. But here's another 3. She was lighting them up. But look at the crowd, George. You're about to see the crowd. The crowd was incredible for that game. Insane.
I love the court color too, by the way.
Man, it's so weird. Here's the crowd.
God damn.
I told you it was a sellout. They sold out Barclays.
Holy shit.
They sold out Barclays, and if you would have if you would play the audio, it's okay. But if we played the audio, like, the fans were going crazy. Like they're engaged in this game, and these are women on the court. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a scene. And I love to see that. So I would not want this to go, I want this to come back to Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
At this point, yeah.
You want it to come back to Vegas. I, of course, want Vegas to win. I'm pulling for them. But if the Liberty did pull off a complete turnaround and come all the way back, the Liberty have never won a championship. They've been to the finals a few times. They're one of the inaugural teams. It would not be a bad thing. Switching gears, George, we got to talk a little bit about some college football. You told me before the show, I did not know this. So yeah. This game actually impacted your parlay. You had a parlay that you thought for sure was ripped up and done. You went to bed.
Fucking 29-0. I mean, Stanford looked lost in the sauce, and Shadur, and they were fucking. It was.
I hate that, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm not. I am not a. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. I get it because he's Prime's son. I get it. Dion was by far worse.
Oh yeah,
he did a lot of things worse than that. But he also had the mouthpiece.
Yeah,
which made it cool.
Yeah,
Shadur doesn't have that mouthpiece, so when he does certain things, it just comes off as cocky and arrogant, and like you kind of start rooting against him. Dion was funny. He was insightful. So like even when he would do stuff that you're like, ooh, he's cocky, he'd back it up, and then he would tell you about it, and he would tell you about it before the game anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's not like this phony, and it is phony. Like he's kind of protected by this whole movement, and whatever. He played really bad at the second half of the game. Some could say he played Shadarded, and not in a good way. He was really just out of sorts.
He Shadarded himself.
He Shadarded himself. That's a new one. He Shadarded the bed. He threw a pick at the end of it was a third down when he threw that pick in overtime. So I had taken Stanford, ladies and gentlemen. woo, let's go. The nerds are back. Emmitt Smith's kid was like on a warpath.
I forgot he plays there.
So did I.
I forgot he plays there. You are right.
He had this motherfucker circled. He's like, oh, yeah. This is the most people that are going to be watching me all season. I play at Stanford. And Andrew Luck and Christian McCaffrey are on here, so nobody's watching. I picked them. They won. Their receiver, Ayomar or something, Ayodamar or something for Stanford, caught a pass over Travis Hunter that to send it into overtime that was insane. I mean, he literally caught it behind Travis Hunter's back. What I've noticed going into the later half of the season, Travis Hunter cannot play every single snap. He's such a good player, Josh, that, and I hate to compare myself to Travis Hunter, but I played both ways in high school.
Sure.
Come the third and fourth quarter, it doesn't matter how good of a player you're physically exhausted because you're just not stopping at all. And I'm noticing that he's fading. He should not be getting beat by anybody. He is one of the best players in college football. I just think he's literally that tired in the games.
So maybe he's a little package, like maybe package heavy on offense.
Correct.
And then, but I'm playing on defense.
Dude, on offense, this dude runs nothing but 9 routes, it seems like. He's just like on a constant, all right, you're just going to be sprinting. I would love to see the next gen stat on how much Travis Hunter runs in a game. That's a good call. It's probably close to like what some of these soccer players have to go through.
Sure. And that's not football. Like football players don't run that much.
Right.
Not in a game.
Yeah, and then be expected to guard somebody one-on-one.
Be the best person on both sides of the ball.
100%. Yeah, it's tough.
Fair enough. But so Colorado ends up losing to Stanford 46-43 in double overtime, saving Georgia's parlay. But I mean, listen, I have up on the ticker here, has Deion done enough to sell these new recruits next year? And then also you have to remember too about the folks in the portal. Has he done enough to bring even more people to Colorado next year? I think he has. But at the same time, you don't want to have these comeback losses because that's 2 of them now.
Yeah.
Those aren't good.
It's tough to back it up. I mean, 29-0 is, even in college football, any sports, even basketball, like that's a lead that is pretty hard to fuck up.
We're heading home is what you're saying.
Yeah. And so this is worrisome. It's not going to necessarily harm the recruiting process, but you're teetering on, okay, do I want to go to Colorado because I can get the publicity, or do I want to be a person that I know I'm going to play Colorado twice a year and I could be the spoiler?
I still get the publicity.
Correct, because of the spoiler, right? Like, so
that's fair.
You're teetering on that. You definitely I want to come to Colorado to be a part of something way bigger than this program has ever seen. However, I did predict them at 4 wins for the season. I think they're going through a buzzsaw here at the end. This was their last easy game.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up their.
This was their
schedule.
last easy game, from what I remember. I think they're about to go through the gauntlet.
Okay, so they've got UCLA this week,
ranked team, I believe.
Oregon next week.
Definitely a buzzsaw. Oregon State,
excuse me.
Possibly even better than Oregon.
They already lost to Oregon. Arizona
beat USC. Or almost beat USC.
Arizona, though, that's now back in the realm of
you could
possible,
win that one.
Yeah. Washington State.
Not happening.
In Washington State.
Very tough game.
In Utah to finish it out. So
could they get 5 wins on the season? Possibly. God. Will they get 4 and George will be $100 richer? Yes.
God, they got to find 2 to get bowl eligible.
Yeah.
They got to find 2.
It's not easy.
I think, geez, see, UCLA is at UCLA too.
In the Rose Bowl.
Yeah. Colorado versus Arizona, they got to get that game. That's in Colorado. And they got to find 1 out of the other 3. So they need to upset somewhere.
Yep. And this is one you're going to look back on. You're going to be like, damn, I can't even believe, like, And it makes you think, even the earlier games in the year, it was obviously teams overlooking them.
Yeah.
If they were to play TCU right now, I think TCU handles them. Like, I think what we witnessed there was like one of those, okay, out of 100 simulations, TCU wins 97 times and Colorado wins 3. We witnessed one of the 3.
You're talking about the Little Giants that one time?
Yes.
That one time down Cherry Hill, that one time?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right. Switching gears, George, let's talk a little U.S. men's national team soccer. The U.S. men's national team lose 3-1 to Germany after jumping out to a 1-0 lead. George, we'll take a look at the clip, but I actually was watching the game. I watched the game to a certain point, then I had my Madden game, and so I had to turn it off. And when I watched up to halftime, and when Christian Pulisic got his first goal, which was a glorious goal, by the way, it was right after he should have actually gotten a penalty. Like the goalie from Germany tripped him inside the box. It was a little embellished, but it was definitely something we could at least take a look at. They definitely needed to go to VAR and all that stuff and take a good look. And they didn't. And then the German goaltender was telling him to get up and, oh, you're not this and whatever, right? Literally 2 minutes later, he makes this run and actually the goal here. So when he makes this goal, it actually starts with a run on the sideline. He overlapped. I think it was Serginho Dest. I think he overlapped him, came back middle, and thundercracked it from about 20 yards.
Yeah, the way that shit hit the back of the net there.
It was beautiful.
Damn, I don't know how these goalies do it. Honestly, it's...
Oh, well, he was midline, and he bent it like Beckham and got top corner.
That's the thing.
There wasn't nothing there.
That's the thing. And they're coming in, I haven't seen the stats, probably 80 miles an hour, right? 90 miles an hour, some of those kicks.
Yes.
How the fuck do you stop that?
Yeah. Especially when it's online.
Oh, yeah.
If he misses, okay. But when it's online, ooh.
Have you ever kicked a soccer ball and seen it bend?
No. Yes, maybe, but not on purpose.
Dog.
Wasn't as if I did it on purpose.
That's the thing. When I see these guys and they're kicking the benders, I'm like, that's physics. I don't know if this makes sense. Curveball, I'm spinning my hand.
How they bend it the inside way. So if you're right-handed, it should, if you're right-footed, it should bend this way.
Yeah.
Theoretically. But when they kick it with their right foot and it bends that way, Jesus.
What?
I don't know how you getting that.
Yeah, no.
With any kind of accuracy. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I struggle to even spin a bowling ball on a curve, let alone kick a soccer ball 80 miles an hour and bend it.
George, are you any good at bowling?
I'm a 150 on my best game type of guy.
Okay.
I'm a grab the heaviest fucking ball I can find and just cause havoc. Straight down the middle.
We gotta go bowling.
Yeah, dude.
All right, sign me up with Cam. It's been a while. I'm probably trash now. In college I was pretty decent. We had 25-cent games because we had a bowling alley on campus. I went to a black school, so the bowling alley was always broke.
Okay. You had to go get your own balls.
But when it was working and the seniors were not in there until I was a senior, you literally could be in there for 3 hours. Me and my college roommate, we would literally be in there for hours.
That is such a smart, and that was,
I got a clip for you. I'll tell you this story, and John will love this when I clip this later. So bowling, so college bowling. Me and my college roommate, we would go bowling all the time. And my college roommate John was a big smoker. He was a weed head. And so we got to the point where, we bowled a couple times a week and we were averaging about 185 usually.
Those are good games.
We were both solid. So this one time John gets incredibly high. He's so high, it's uncomfortable. I wheel him into the bowling alley. And literally, he proceeds to get 7 straight strikes
No.
He was so high. He was so dialed in. He put the ball in the exact same spot over and over again. And I had to literally like mess with him to finally shake it. Because he was like, I mean, every time he was laughing, giggling, roll, same spot. I'm like, bro, it's another strike. And like, he got literally 7 straight strikes. And in theory, I probably should have just let him have his moment because he probably was going for the 300.
Yeah, but as soon as you mention it's like a no-hitter. It's like
no, I was on it. I was trying to mess him up.
Yeah, I know, but that's the thing. Like, you were mentioning the no-hitter. It was going to happen regardless. Like,
oh man. So, but I was trying to win because I was having a good game too. Like, I started with like 3 out of 5. Like, it wasn't like I was like losing, but like, bro, come on, bro. It was like 7 straight. Like, I can't do nothing. Yeah. I just kept seeing the gap widen.
That's insane. So he probably finished with what, like a 250?
Oh, he was up at like 240 something, wow. 250. Like, he had a game for the ages. Not gonna lie. So
that's what was you got to find that strain and call it
call it perfect game.
Spare your life or some shit.
No spares.
No spares.
The no spares strain.
No spares. Y'all ever smoke that no spares shit?
Whatever sport you're in, you're dialed in. Switching gears over to MLB, George. George,
oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Your Rangers are 7 games away from completing your prophecy. It started as nonsense 3 months ago and is now looking amazing. What were the numbers? You said it was 60-1 you got them at?
I got them at 60-1. I put $20 down on it. And Josh, here's the thing. I put this down opening day.
Oh, no. Oh, we're a full season in?
Oh, opening day I put this bad boy in.
Oh, my God. I didn't realize
Here's the thing. I will, I'm so fucking close to hitting a future bet for the first time in my life. And I know this doesn't happen too often. And especially when it's like, this is the only team I put a future down on.
Okay.
Like, I didn't put multiple futures down on it was solely this team. Shout out to John Orlando. He was the one who texted me on opening day. He's like, the Rangers are going to win the World Series.
Wow.
And I was like, all right, bro. Fuck, I added shit. Like, I believe you. The Rangers are going to win the World Series. So I put some money down on it. And now, since I'm 7 games away, I've done what I usually do for the NFL season with the exactas. So when you're down to 4 teams, you can choose the exact outcome. So the Rangers defeating the Phillies or the Rangers defeating the Diamondbacks. And I've doubled down. I fucking put some money on both of those outcomes. So if the Rangers do win the World Series, I will win $1,600. And it will be the greatest sports betting accomplishment of my life. And now I have hit a parlay for more than this before.
Okay.
I put down a $500 parlay once.
You bet 500?
Yeah. It was I bet it on so I was going to a Knights game later that night. I bet it on 2 football games I bet football, basketball, and hockey. It was like the time where you can get all 3 in.
Sure.
$500, and I watched the ticket cash in person at the Knights game. One of the coolest feelings ever. It was $500 to win $1,900.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like stacking at that moment in time. I had a lot of money in my sports betting account, and I was like,
man,
if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it. And I did it. And then, bro, I had to bring it up at a Thanksgiving dinner with Cameron's family around.
Yeah.
Oh, they must have thought like
they're looking at you like a degenerate.
They're like, Cameron, are you sure? Are you sure you can still leave this guy? All right. You guys are going to be fucking homeless in 2 years if he keeps the show.
He is going to let it ride.
I am, yes.
But they take game 1 2-0 over who are they playing right now?
They are playing the Astros. They're playing the cheating Astros. We shut their asses out though last night. 2-0. Oh, Josh, it's a team that they're not letting up lots of runs. It's not like they're in these big duke it out games that are finishing like 6-8 or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, these are close games they're winning. They're not letting up a lot of runs. Pitching's good. I just job not finished.
Job not finished. 7
job
more.
Not finished, bro.
Diamondbacks, Phillies tonight, game 1, and then also game 2 of the Rangers and Astros. man, I would love to see the Phillies do it again, but something in me is quietly saying, I was saying to you before the show, something in me is saying the Diamondbacks are going to get this done. I think that series has the potential to go 7, though. I think that one will have more ebbs and flows. But I think that the Diamondbacks just have the pitching staff. And if they can, all you need this time of year, look, the Dodgers already have proven it. The Orioles have already proven it. All you need is a cold week. A cold week.
Yep.
And those pitchers, man, like this time of year, bro, if you got legitimately 3 solid pitchers, like really good, it's going to be hard to get you out.
And that's I think this could be the emergence of Bryce Harper being the star that baseball needs on the other side.
Yeah.
The Phillies crowd lately too has been like insanely cool to watch. And you know, you're seeing all those home run clips. Like what's that one? I don't know what the name of the batter is. But they sing that song Wnba.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And the entire crowd is singing it.
Yeah.
Bro.
I want to say I posted that. I thought I posted that.
You probably did. I think I saw it through yours. Yeah.
I was like, I feel like but yeah, I can't remember what hitter that was. But he hit I want to say he hit a grand slam on the video.
Correct.
That I posted.
They were down 2 or 3-0 and hit a granny.
Dang it, I don't remember who that was. But yeah, man, like, look, listen, certain fan bases, Chicago has one, you know what I mean, Cubs, the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Phillies, the Dodgers.
Yeah.
After that, actually, you know what? Pittsburgh, when they're there and they're really, really engaged, they have one of the most, like, impassioned fan bases I've seen in October. And I would be really excited to see them go on a late run sometime. I mean, they're going to be trash for the next few years, but if they can get back to the point where they're making the postseason, they have a very exciting fan base. I'm trying to think what other fan bases are like really, really like intimidating, where it's palpable, where you actually can feel
Red Sox.
Red Sox for sure.
Yeah.
I said Red Sox. After that, maybe the Astros, just because the last few years
they've been there so often.
They've been there now.
Yeah.
Atlanta is solid. You know what? Atlanta with the chop.
It's pretty cool.
Atlanta with the chop when they start doing that, that's intimidating for sure. Man, after that, yeah, I think that's about it. There's a lot of sad fan bases out there. The Marlins, no. I'm not afraid of. I think we could get this. I think we could steal a game here.
Yeah, that's exactly how that feels.
But let's go ahead and switch gears, George. Let's talk some NFL. Get the NFL up on the board. Week 6 had a ton of low-scoring games and a few notable upsets. George, there are no more undefeated teams, as the Niners and the Eagles and the Saints all were favored and lost. First off, talking about the Niners. Man, so we didn't talk about this much on last week's episode, but I did talk about it a little bit when I went on Veterans Minimum, because this was a game that Nick had highlighted on his show. And man, the Niners, they went up against the number 1 defense versus the run and the number 1 defense versus the pass.
Wow.
So I knew this game, if kept close, it was going to have a chance. Because listen, the Niners have a great defense too.
Yeah.
They have one of the best defenses in the league as well. But I knew that if they could at least bother Brock Purdy, it could start to get interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they did. But then also on top of that, I'm not sure, did you see anything as far as the injuries on Debo or Christian McCaffrey?
No, I mean, I think Christian McCaffrey's just hitting the abductor machine a little too much. His oblique hurt. He'll be back. Debo Samuel's, he's
shoulder.
It's a shoulder for him.
Yeah, so, it was a shoulder.
I know that this team doesn't have depth. It shows when they need to rely on people that aren't superstars.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of the downside to having nothing but superstars on your team. Same thing would happen with the Dolphins if Tyreek Hill goes down. Sure, there's Jalen Waddle. But does it really make up for the fact that you just lost like your biggest asset? And they lost 2 really big assets, Debo Samuels, during that game. And when that happened, you already started to see everybody just fucking, Brock Purdy can't do shit when he doesn't have the stars around him. You know what I mean? I had a short on my Gridiron Junkies go like kind of re-viral on YouTube Shorts. It was at around 40,000 as soon as the 49ers lost, because it was listing all the quarterbacks that were taken before Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
That thing just flooded, 40,000 more views, shit ton of comments saying, you know, like, look what happened now. You know, Brock, big bad Brock doesn't really have it when his squad is down. So I think the 49ers, people should start selling their stock just a little bit. I think the Eagles are a better team, at least a little more depth, and it's very worrisome, more so for the Niners than the Eagles.
I'll tell you, I honestly don't have faith in either of those teams.
Lions?
I think it's going to be the Lions. Now, notwithstanding the amount of injuries that they've had, because they've had injuries on the defensive side of the ball. Mm-hmm. They haven't had much on offense. David Montgomery went down, but they still have not been playing Jahmyr Gibbs.
It's crazy, right?
It is upsetting. Well, because look, you see him with A-Chain is done, or A-Chain.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's fine. He's A-Chain.
A-Chain.
A-Chenny.
You're gonna be like Travis Kelce. We're gonna change how we're gonna pronounce your name. You're gonna deal with it. A-Chain is too gangster. But yeah, like, I mean, they haven't even been using Jahmyr Gibbs, so they still have like a Ferrari in the garage that they can still like implode on the league whenever they choose.
Yeah. Because
he has not even been touching the field.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think I don't know, man. Like I've said it before, they're learning how to win while people are chasing them. Mm-hmm. And that's the hardest thing, especially for a young team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is like to go from the hunter to the hunted, that's a different dynamic. And you have to, like, especially in football, basketball, it's different. But football, like when you're being hunted and you're getting everyone's best punch and people are like really dialed in to play you, that ain't easy.
Yeah.
And they've been handling it really well.
Agreed. And I think what you'll also see too with the 49ers now, like, losing, it's going to be like a sense of relief. I don't think that team was built for that pressure.
Okay, that's fair.
Because it's just so much, dude. I mean, Brock Purdy literally hasn't sucked in the NFL. And
he was undefeated.
And it's just the law of averages. Okay, eventually it was going to happen. Nobody plays absolutely perfect for an entire career. This is a big weight off that team's shoulders, and I do think when Trent Williams goes down, he did end up coming back in the game, but then Christian McCaffrey and then Deebo Samuels, it really does put it into perspective that, all right, we had a great first start to the season.
Yeah.
5-1, okay? If we do that one more time, we're guaranteed to be in the playoffs. So you got to start mentally thinking, all right, let's maybe start taking the load off of Christian McCaffrey. Let's start taking a little bit of a load off of Deebo Samuels. And
you know what takes the load off?
What?
They've got the Vikings this week. They'll be fine. Even if it is in Minnesota, they'll be fine.
100%.
George, we can talk also about the game last night on Sunday Night Football. There was a, listen, the Broncos, Jesus, the Bills down 6-0 going into the fourth quarter, had been able to do absolutely nothing. Score 2 touchdowns to go up 14-9, and the game came down to the last minute drive of the Giants. The Giants are able to get all the way to fourth down, get a pass interference that was a little questionable.
Super questionable.
In the end zone to, by rule, put it at the 1 with no time on the clock.
My favorite play in football.
And this is what happens to end the game. George, please roll that footage. So we have a slight jersey tug. Now, he was getting the business a little bit earlier in the possession, but it was still at about the line of scrimmage, So he's holding his left arm, and then he makes sure to clear him out. But wait, George, this goes back to last year, and the Giants did this to a Mr. Curtis Samuel on my team. Look at Curtis Samuel. Now look at this. This is PI right here.
God damn.
This is PI. The ball ain't even there, and my man is getting molested in the streets. This right here, could it be PI? Sure. But I don't want to hear all this, that was the game. The NFL is rigged. Because last year when my team still had a chance to make the playoffs and we had to play the Giants back-to-back, and both of those games ended with questionable non-calls in the end zone, everyone was like, it's all right. But, so
that's
sorry about that, Giant fans.
Great job from the Giants last night, though. Shocked the shit out of me.
They played hard.
I don't know. It was one of those things where it's like, are the Bills just this bad? Like, are they that inconsistent? Did they so overlook the Giants that they didn't score touchdowns until their first touchdown didn't come till the second half, right?
No, to the fourth quarter. It was 6-0. Now they scored in the first
minute.
First minute.
It was the very first play. I remember the quarter.
But it was the fourth. It was a 1-point game in the fourth. That's all you have to say.
Listen, I don't know what it was. So Josh, I know we're not horoscope people. I definitely kind of want to investigate though. We had the lunar eclipse. All right. What else? Election season's around the corner. And good teams are overlooking bad teams. Maybe it was just something in the this is the first October in which there will be 5 Mondays, 5 Tuesdays, 5 Wednesdays, and 5 Sundays. For like 823 years this one happened. So it's like there's like a lot of things that are aligning to like underdogs. Colorado goes down.
Okay.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it was Friday the 13th.
This is like if I was into fucking horoscopes and superstitions, all the writings on the wall to make a lot of money on underdogs this week.
Fair enough. But yeah, so good luck out there, Giants fans. We of course have the Giants this week as the Commanders, so they're going to be coming in pissed, and I pray my team just shows up. That's all I'll say about that. But with the Eagles, George, with the Niners losing to the Browns also did not have Deshaun Watson in that game.
Right.
And, and then also on the other side with the Eagles losing to the Jets, the Jets didn't have Sauce Gardner, and they're out there with Zach Wilson. So both of those games were surprising. Yeah. So to your point, Friday the 13th, all the craziness.
All the hoopla, bro.
It's definitely going to, it was definitely something to be said about that. Let's take a look at some of the key games for this week. George, what are your thoughts on the Lions being 5-1 versus the 4-2 Ravens?
Lions taking on the Ravens. I bet this Super Bowl exacta at 19,000 to 1 for the Lions to defeat the Ravens in the Super Bowl. This will be the Super Bowl matchup. We think the Lions are for real. And then when the Ravens pull their fucking heads out of their asses and they actually put up a good performance, that defense is insane. Okay. But Lamar needs to start doing more Lamar shit. Okay. I am tired of seeing Lamar on a rollout, miss a receiver when he could have ran for 6 yards. I'm done with you throwing, bro. Just stop throwing the ball. You run your fucking ass for a first down. Stop missing. Josh, it's embarrassing. I saw him do it 3 times where it's just he's rolling out and he's either way overthrowing, he's underthrowing, or it's just off the mark.
Yeah.
When it's you had 8 yards to run.
You had more than enough space.
And you have wiggle, bro. You are one of the most untouchable players in the NFL, but you're kind of playing like you're protecting the bag a little bit. I don't know.
I'll say this. The Ravens, they haven't impressed me all season.
Yeah, I'm with you.
They just haven't.
They're good, but they aren't oh, wow, I'm afraid of them.
Yeah, and you feel like you should be till you watch them play, and you're like,
Justin Tucker's kicking another field goal.
They're
nice.
Kind of mid. No, he don't be kicking enough. He's on my fantasy. I have him on the American Fan Fantasy.
He had 6 this past week.
I mean, this week he helped. But they were all close. They were all 10 yards out.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was cracking a 50-yarder oh, that one helped.
Right. Yeah, no, he's chip shot.
I needed that. I want to say the last field goal he kicked to kind of like ice the game, and they got that. I think it was a 4th and 3. I was so pissed. I was like, "Dang, that was a 52-yarder. That would have really set us off."
Right, dude.
I was pissed. But yeah, I mean, listen, I think this game, this is the statement I think the Lions need. I think if they win this game, let me see where this game is. If they win this one, I think, all bets are off in terms of how people this is on the road. So this is in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. So if they're able, now remember too, mind you, that the Ravens are coming off a London week. Mm-hmm. So they didn't take their bye. They're taking their flight. So their week is going to be impacted by this game for sure. I think the Lions get them.
Yeah, I would like to see this game be at way more higher scoring than what will probably be allotted. If I was to guess the line on the over-under for this one, probably going to be like 44.5. When I really think that both these teams, when the offenses are kicking, they should be both scoring 30 points a game. And I know it's crazy for NFL teams to be averaging that, but they definitely have the tools in the tool shed to get that done. And I'm expecting Lions dominance, but I'm wanting it to be close so I can solidify in my head that like this can be a Super Bowl matchup.
I think the biggest thing, especially to your point as far as Lamar Jackson's wiggle, if they're able to, if he's able to move, I don't know if the Lions have the linebacking core to keep up with him.
Oh, fuck no, they don't. Hey, Josh, here's the thing. 31 NFL teams don't have the linebacking core to keep up with that. Like when he decides to turn it on, he'll realize like nobody can touch me. Wow, this is so cool.
All right. Also, Dolphins 5-1 versus the now 5-1 Eagles.
That's a fun game to watch.
Man,
this weekend's lit.
Yeah, there are some. There were a few really good matchups this weekend. I think this game can go either way, and it solidifies either one to kind of make the push. Mm-hmm. I feel like if the Dolphins win, though, they might explode.
Yeah.
Whereas if the Eagles win, they'll kind of like, yeah, see, told you we was good. But if the Eagles lose,
yeah,
I feel like the Eagles have more to lose in losing this one than the Dolphins do.
Correct.
The Dolphins lose, they're already, they might still win their division. The Bills still don't look like world beaters. The Patriots are trash. The Jets are doing their best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I need to see the Eagles win this game coming from behind, like down 14 points. Then I would be like, all right, this team's legit. They haven't played from behind until, if I'm not mistaken, the last minute of their last game was the first time that they were playing from behind the entire NFL season.
No, my team.
They were playing for. Oh yeah, you're
remember,
right.
We were blowing them out.
Correct.
I want to say by 2 touchdowns or 10.
Okay, but this one means more to me because it's not divisional.
Fair.
So I need to see that offense kind of, turn it on aside from run plays and tush push and like controlling the clock. The Dolphins are going to put up their points. I like the Dolphins in this matchup.
I do as well. I mean, listen, you lose A-Chain and then Raheem Mostert shows again while he's cheetah as well.
So good, dude. He's this is like 8th year in the NFL. It's the first time he's ever really been used as like a premier back.
Yep.
I'm happy for him. His body, his mileage was good. So to speak. Now that's how we're rating running backs. He's got good mileage.
He's an 85 model, but he only got 20 miles. He's a good car. It's a good car.
That's the vet you want in the locker room.
I think that the Dolphins get this done, but it's going to be interesting. Like I said, I think that I won't say that the Eagles season will start imploding, but the Eagles season will definitely start to have more questions than answers.
Yeah, you can't, especially if you lose by a lot.
Oh yeah, don't get blown out.
If you lose by a lot,
don't get blown out. Don't get blown out. Last game of the week that we're going to focus on, Falcons versus the Buccaneers. George, my Commanders, you're welcome for taking care of the Falcons. Falcons 3-3, Buccaneers now 3-2 after losing to the Lions. This one actually kind of is for who's going to be the leader in that jam-packed NFC
Shitty
South
division.
You know what I'm saying? Like look, listen, you can say what you want, but right now nobody's really asserted themselves as it's their division.
I know. And this isn't it crazy that like the Falcons, after having 3 possessions to tie the game versus the Commanders in the fourth quarter and failing to do so, they still have a chance to win the division. There will be no wild card teams from this. You will either win the division or you're not making the playoffs.
Or you're going home.
Yes.
These are your choices.
So this is a really big game, but here's the thing. I'm not worried at all. And this one, give me the Bucks. They're already going to be favored. I know the Bucks will, but I'm willing to inflate that line for the Bucks to win by 5, 6.5 points. Like I'm willing to buy a couple extra points to make the number a little more favorable for me. I think the Bucks handle them. The Bucks defense is good. Remember, we thought the Lions offense, they're top notch. They held the Lions offense 20 points.
Yeah.
Like it's a really good defense for the Bucks.
Levante David's still out there doing Levante David things. I saw him make a couple plays, so he's definitely still got it. The defensive line still is a little bit, it's not as stout as it was.
Yeah, it's very
years back. Vita Vea is still solid, but
run stopper. He's not
pass rushing.
Yeah, no, hell no. They don't have a solid pass rusher.
That's true. All right, George, let's go ahead and take a look at this week's games and give our picks. Let's see. Starting first on Thursday night, your Saints welcome the Jacksonville Jaguars. Saints are -2. Who do you got?
How the fuck are the Saints favorite in this game? Jags are playing. I know it's home field advantage, and that would be a pick.
You get your 3.
I'd get my. But wow, and I'm gonna be better at betting. I need to take the Jags in this spot. I don't like it. I hate choosing against the Saints, but I told myself this weekend, George, this is the weekend. Take the Texans. Take the Texans. You know they're a better team. You know this game will be close, and I still took the Saints. I'm growing up this week, Josh. I will take the Jaguars +2 points, and probably, I want to see the Saints win it at the end, obviously, but hopefully my +2 can still get me a win.
Fair enough. Yeah, listen, George once said that the Saints were going to go 13-4.
It still could happen.
So they only got one more loss, baby, before they're going to have to go on a run.
Yeah. They're going to make me buy the all-22 package, Josh. I'm actually so concerned with the Saints offense that I'm going to spend the $80 to purchase the all-22 field view, and I'm just going to take notes tonight, actually. That's on my to-do list, is to watch every single Saints game, just offense. Our defense is doing awesome. And just be like,
see what's really there.
How the fuck are we checking down on every play? Yeah, what routes are we running down the field?
See what's really there.
Yeah.
And before we get off the Saints, George, sadly, your team has birthed another Jameis Winston meme.
Oh my God, dude! Alvin Kamara was so fucking fed up over this.
We have to see this. Here we go. Jameis Winston has something to say to his to his running back Alvin Kamara, and Alvin Kamara is giving him the greatest Omar Epps whatever face I've ever seen him.
Yeah, bro. Here, we'll get a refresh on this shit so we can fucking watch it. But this is
here it is.
He's like,
yeah, go over there. Yeah, I hear you.
Jameis Winston's what? Here. You got to juke there. Come back here. I get it, dog. I get it,
bro. I've been to the
Jameis Winston. God damn it! What are we doing? Fuck,
bro.
Oh my God, Josh, it's annoying.
Hey, bro. I don't know if Jameis is gonna get it done for you.
I can't stand watching Derek Carr do what he's doing, though. Like, I'd rather watch Jameis Winston on a 3rd and 7 scramble outside the fucking pocket and not take pocket sacks. That is my least favorite thing in the NFL.
Oh, we got to find an incompletion.
I didn't think I would get that worked up over it this morning, so I'm sorry, people, if I that kind of shocked you, but man, that's annoying. That's annoying.
Oh, almost as annoying as Sam Howell getting just.
How did you guys not run the ball? Like, how did they?
We can't run.
I know you can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like every time I'm like, yeah, we gotta, and then I see it, I'm like, this is why we throw, because like literally it's 3rd and 9. Like it was 2nd and 8. Now it's 3rd and 9.
God.
Sam, bail us out. Like literally, we can't move the line of scrimmage a half a yard, let alone 2 or 3, or create a hole. And then Brian Robinson, honestly, I would, with this bad of a line, Antonio Gibson is probably better. But thicker. No. He's wiggle. He can.
Got it.
But Antonio Gibson can't be trusted because he fumbles in every crucial situation. So it's like you're screwed twice. So yes, that's the reason why we're not running the ball. My Commanders, as we talked about, go on the road to take on the now upset and motivated New York Giants. We lost 2 games. Well, we lost and we tied with the Giants last year. We head back to MetLife. Commanders are -2 favorites on the road. Who you got, George?
Oh shit! Give me the Giants. The weirdest thing about this, Josh, if Daniel Jones was starting at quarterback, I'd say give me the Commanders. Like dead ass. I think Tyrod Taylor is significantly better than Daniel Jones. He's been in the NFL for so long, and obviously, his big breaking out party was going to be that year that Justin Herbert was drafted.
Yes.
And then they stabbed him in the ribs.
They stabbed him and punctured his lung.
Oh! And then Tyrod Taylor's fucking
he was balling.
You remember,
too.
bro.
He was balling.
He'll be back. He'll be back. It's
we have come on in. You can come. What is this about? We're live right now. You can't just, you're going to have to come in and at least say something. We're talking NFL. We're talking
shit.
Tyrod Taylor getting stabbed in the lung last when he was with the Chargers, and so they could start Justin Herbert.
Ooh, that's part of the script.
That's part of the script.
That's part of the script.
First off, shout out to Cutman Tate in the building. How you doing, Tate?
I'm doing very well, man. I've missed you guys. You don't even bring me on the show to talk about stuff I know, i.e. football. I'm ready.
Listen. You can come on anytime. I never know when you're in town, out of town.
Bro.
You be in town for 5 minutes, then gone.
What are we talking about, man? Give me the.
All right. We're ending the show, so we're going down the list of the games. So up next, the Browns take on the Colts.
Ooh.
Colts are Cleveland is -2 favorites on the road.
Is the Browns with Deshaun Watson or not with Deshaun Watson?
We don't know yet.
Probably not.
Oh, then they're gonna win. I'm sorry. Yeah. Bet the house on the Browns with not Deshaun Watson. No Deshaun Watson, Browns are Super Bowl contender.
Okay.
I love it.
All right. He's on the PJ Walker. Is it PJ Walker, right?
Yeah.
Bandwagon? Yeah. All right. Fair enough. I think the Browns as well. George, what you got?
Yeah, give me the Browns, bro.
Dude,
I agree with you,
I'm telling
actually.
you, no Deshaun Watson can't be stopped. And that defense, who we got next?
That defense is crazy. Next up is the Bills at the Patriots. Bills -9.5 favorites.
Take the Bills. The Patriots suck.
I think
Bill Parcells has been not Bill Parcells. Bill Belichick has been exposed. He's not a good drafter. The GM is killing the coach, and that's Bill Belichick. Yeah, he's gonna get fired soon. Book it.
Oh, he'll have to retire. They can't fire him.
He's getting fired. First of all, him and Kraft are not cool. First of all, you kicked out the Golden Goose.
All right.
Kraft has not been cool with Belichick for a minute.
Hold on. So they may not be cool, but he also made that man billions of dollars. So me and you always gonna be all right.
What have you done for me lately? Like
Jada Jackson.
Listen, Robert Kraft is not accustomed to having his team look like garbage on Sundays and Mondays. Yeah. Embarrassed. Like, no, bro. You drafted a guy first round and you've benched him. Sorry, not gonna happen. Bill Belichick's on the hot seat. Book it. Who we got next?
All right. Raiders on the road taking on the Bears. Raiders -3.
Bro, that is a battle of the shittiest teams in football right there. We have a Belichick coaching tree with McDaniels, who sucks, can no longer draft, is a team killer himself. And we have the Bears, the worst ran organization in the NFL. They are so bad. college kids are willing to stay in college than to get drafted by the Bears.
Okay, see, this is the reason why I don't go viral, because Tate's bringing the ether. I don't bring the ether. I sit here, I just tell you what I think.
You have college kids going, hey, the Bears have the number 1 pick. I'm going back to class, getting my master's. Not going to do that shit, okay? No, not wasting my talent in Chicago. Just saying.
I'll take my $4 million to stay in college.
Yeah, I'm not going to. You got kids without NIL deals willing to stay in college than to go to the Bears. That tells you all you need to know about the Bears, okay?
Oh, my
They're
God.
Trash.
George, who you got? Who you got in that matchup?
Give me the Bears. Give me the Bears.
Oh, you just giving away money. Okay? You just giving away money.
Well, well, you know what? The Raiders have won 2 in a row, right? That's 2 in a row for the Raiders now?
Yeah.
Never count on the Raiders. They will let you down when you least expect it. The Raiders could lose a football game to the Oakland Athletics, and they don't even play the same sports. That's how bad the Raiders can be.
I'll tell you why I think the Raiders will win. The Raiders will win because of Max Crosby. Max Crosby is going to do enough to impact the game and mess with Justin Fields enough. I think that's the reason why they get that.
The Raiders would win because the Bears suck.
Fair enough. All right. We already talked about the Falcons and Bucks. Steelers, Rams.
Which Steelers team is going to show up? Because we don't know what the Steelers are doing. The only thing that's constant in Pittsburgh is Mike Tomlin. Okay? And he always gives us some great sound bites. But who shows up, we don't know. Where they playing at?
It's in L.A.
Oh, that's a loss.
Rams -3 favorites at home.
The unknown Rams team they're doing what they do. Okay, those guys draft well. The team is young. They're hungry. And the coach has a hot wife. And no player should say that because he will get rid of you. My boy.
That's how you're supposed to get down. I think I'm actually going to take the Steelers. I'm going to take the Steelers in that one.
Okay, once again, he's giving up money. He's rich.
I'm definitely taking the Rams. I like Puka Nacua.
My guy.
Yeah, no, I think.
And what's that? The one dude's back.
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp, and he freaking went off this past week.
The All-American white boy.
Cardinals, Seahawks.
Ooh, shit.
Seahawks -7.5 favorites at home. I am not taking that money.
Listen.
Cardinals are going to make it close.
I love the Cardinals because I have a couple of friends on the team. I'm not going to say their names because they beat the Cowboys and they know what they did. However, the Cardinals are not playing the Cowboys at home, so that's an L for them. The Cardinals are rebuilding. They suck.
Do you think they cover, though? That's a lot of points. 7.5.
It's a blowout.
Oh, you think they get blown out?
Yeah, they get blown out. I'm telling you, the Cardinals don't play well on the road. They really don't. And, again, it's Seattle.
All right, go, George, what you got?
I would only take the Cardinals if I teased it up to like 10. Like maybe like 10, 14.
Okay.
The Seahawks, though, DK Metcalf has got to get some anger management classes going.
Why?
Because you haven't seen him like after plays. He's like fucking obviously doing unsportsmanlike conduct.
Listen to me, man. It's fucking football.
I get it, Tate. It's after the play. He needs to calm his ass down.
Listen to me. I want fucking dogs, okay? I don't recruit fucking little teachers and people like that. I want a dog. So DK, do the damn thing. You get 2 unsportsmanlike, 2 15-year-olds. Okay? That's all you can get right there, DK. I don't need all that other bullshit, all right?
That's good. All right, yeah, you're right.
All right. Packers, Broncos.
Oh, shit.
Packers on the road, -1 favorites.
Listen.
I think we all can say Packers on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Listen.
Packers.
The Broncos, I just got to say this, are fucking in a world of hurt. They're going to suck for a long time. We did not get the Sean Payton that is the Super Bowl head coach. We got another Sean Payton off the Amazon TV show, the movie that he made.
He's the Wish version of Sean Payton.
Listen, in the quarterback situation, I'm not even going to say his name, but you know who you are with the let's ride. Dude, boy. Do y'all ever see the players when they come over there and they look at him? Yeah. They want to fuck him up. They don't even hide their disgust anymore. They're just like you got motherfuckers literally on the sideline looking at him like,
I kind of want to punch that guy in the face right now.
I will beat your ass if you say one more thing. And then Jerry Jeudy, that boy's a mental midget.
Yeah,
he's a mental midget. We
didn't even talk about that because that was Thursday.
He let Steve Smith get in his head. Jerry Jeudy is just a jag. I didn't even know what that is.
Just a guy.
Just a jag. Oh my God. Yeah, Denver, they need to burn that place down. Like, honestly, Denver, I'm not even shopping at Walmart no more. I don't want to be associated with the owner or the team. I go to Target.
Chargers, Chiefs, Chiefs 5.5 favorites at home.
Is she showing up?
Of course Taylor will be there.
Yeah, it's Los Angeles, yeah?
No. It's Kansas City. She doesn't care. If she has been to like 5 straight weeks. Right now,
if Taylor shows up, I don't know, because she's shown up and shit has happened. My man's went down with an ankle injury. I love her and Brittany acting like they're cool, but let's be honest, there's beef there. Okay?
Yeah.
That's like some Jada and Will shit. When the book comes out, they're going to start telling all how they didn't like each other, how she wore it first, blah, 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 blah. Just letting that be known. But if Taylor shows up, I'll take the Chiefs. They'll win by. They'll cover. But something weird's going to happen. Just letting you know.
Something weird's going to happen.
Something weird's going to happen.
George, who you got?
Chiefs need to fucking blow a team out this year for me to think that they can win a Super Bowl. Like
a fucking win is a win. Will you stop being a fan?
No, they need to fucking blow them out.
I'm so sick of that shit.
No, hit me with it.
Do you know how hard it is to win in the NFL?
They do.
Of course not. You've never been in the fucking NFL.
They do need a blowout, though, Tate.
Dude, listen to me.
Offensively.
The Cowboys had a fucking blowout, and look where we're at.
I get it.
They want to fight Dak, too.
I get it.
Hey, look,
if you have the greatest player of all time, shouldn't you score more? Shouldn't you be blowing people out?
Whoa. Who are you calling a GOAT? Don't just throw that shit out there like that. He's a GOAT. Who is the GOAT?
Patrick fucking Mahomes.
Get the fuck.
He's moving in that direction. But that direction's still a long. That's still. Listen. That direction's still a long way off.
That new generation.
No.
That GOAT shit way too easy.
Listen. It's a long way off.
2 Super Bowls and he's a GOAT.
Exactly, a long way off. I said
he's not even the best quarterback that the Chiefs have ever had. That would be Joe Montana.
Well, that's incorrect.
I think. Yeah, no, that's false.
Joe Montana was great.
He is the best
but
quarterback
compared to Patrick Mahomes
and
in Kansas City.
What the fuck does GOAT mean?
Greatest of all time. There's
greatest
only
of all
one.
time.
Not greatest of this year?
No. I'm saying he does things that other quarterbacks wish they can do. That's what makes a great.
Oh my fucking.
That's what makes a great.
Bro, you're captive of the moment. You are literally killing football for me right now. You're captive. So what? He can throw the ball sidearm?
Well, here. All right, here. No, Tate. What I will say, this is what I'll say, right? He still has, like, look, listen, Brady owns every record and the wins. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That was
wait,
all
are you gonna say? Are you putting Joe Montana over Tom Brady?
Hold on. Didn't you just say that the Chiefs need to blow out a win?
They need to blow somebody out for me to believe.
Your boy Pat Mahomes has been playing like shit this year.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm questioning his character. You think Jordan didn't go through slumps?
You
don't think Tom Brady went through slumps? I'm questioning his fucking character right now. So what I'm doing, Tate, is I'm blowing up his ego, right? I'm seeing if he's letting it get to his head. But it should motivate him because he knows he's playing like shit.
Honestly, you lucky these people can't see me. I'm about to start tearing shit up in here.
Oh, they can see you.
First of all, you're not motivating him, okay? He's just playing like shit right now. And again, he's a good quarterback, but let's not just throw GOAT out there right now. Bro, we still got 10 more years left to see if he's the fucking GOAT.
Correct. Yes. No, that's what I'm saying.
I just want to get out ahead of it.
No, then don't do that kind of bullshit. there's other people coming behind him that could be greater.
That is true. Unfortunately, none of them are in the NFL right now.
That's what I'm saying. They might get fucking sent to Chicago so they're delaying their process. They're a couple years removed from going to the NFL. You got to understand how shitty of a fucking organization you got to be that a motherfucker would forego millions of dollars to deal with your bullshit.
Like, I'll wait a year.
I'll keep making Wendy's commercials than to go deal with this bullshit.
That's wild.
Like, that's crazy. Like, you got Deion Sanders saying, no, my kids are definitely not coming out. Like, anytime somebody talks about going out, they already know, like, the Bears are going to get the number 1 pick. And they're just like, Bears fans don't even want them to draft a quarterback. They're like, for what, to fuck the kid up? Like, that's horrible.
No, and look, this is what I think, though.
And why you got a Commander shirt on?
Because I'm from D.C. and I'm a Commander shirt. You knock it off.
Trash.
This is what you do. Dude, but no.
Different name, same outcome. Trash. Bro, they got a fucking, what you call is a fucking offensive guru. Trash.
We gonna talk about your Cowboys? We gonna just let that ride.
Listen, Everybody knows.
We can talk about your Cowboys for about a minute or two.
The NFL is better when the Cowboys are winning. We need to get rid of Dak. I'm not captain for the moment. I'm done with Dak. The Dak experience over. I'm not sold on Trey Lance. Here's what I would do. If I'm the Cowboys, because let's be honest, the first teams that are going to get the draft don't need a quarterback. I'm packaging the deal. If I'm Jerry, I'm saying, hey, you can have everybody but Diggs, Parsons, and Zach Martin. Everybody else can be had. We're giving up the next 3 first-rounders. We want the first-round pick. We get Caleb. We're doing some business.
That's honestly how you should move. That's honestly how you should move.
But it's honestly, they need to move on from the Dak is not that guy. And I felt bad. Like last week with them talking about Dak, they went in on him, and he's a Jag.
Well, look, we
But I
think any
has the Commanders beat Dak?
Yeah, we have. Like once or twice, not many. He's beaten us more. But like, look, I've said on the show before, every fan from an NFC East team loves that you guys still have Dak Prescott. Yeah, because we know in the end, he has too many mental hangups now. The losses have added up, I think.
How does that feel to be that guy of America's team and just not get it done? And then I'm gonna
lot of weight.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You know what pisses me off about Dak is when he fucks the game off. He goes, we need to do this and we need to. If I was Michael Parsons, I'd go in there and slap the shit out of him and be like, bro, we put the game in your fucking hands and you threw a game-ending interception. You came in a game and threw 3 picks in a quarter. Dude, San Francisco took their starters out in the 4th quarter. I've never seen that in a professional game before in my life. They literally were playing their backups. I was like, damn, what happened? And then, I'm kind of mad at Michael, too, with that talking shit. Like, bro, you got your ass handed to you. Like,
oh, you talking about with the situation with George Kittle?
When San Francisco, you need to shut up. Like, they owned you, and that's when you just say, hey, we're going to come back and try later.
We're going to get better.
We're going to try later.
We're going to try something different. Like, you don't talk about that ass whooping. Like, you don't talk about Fight Club.
What do you think about McCarthy as the play caller?
Ooh. I'm going to be honest with you. They're right. His play calling sucks. Aaron Rodgers alluded to that. He's old. But if fucking Dak was doing his job, Mike McCarthy would be the smartest person on the person. It wasn't like guys weren't open. Dak just didn't do his fucking job. But Mike McCarthy, again, this red zone thing. Bro, have y'all seen CeeDee Lamb? Have you seen a guy not want to play football? CeeDee Lamb is like...
He looks disinterested.
Like, I got to shout out to all the NFL players that don't want to fucking call their player teammates out, but they literally look like, did you see Hopkins in Tennessee?
Oh, he got up off the bench.
He was just like, and then, did you see when, who's the backup in the Saints place?
We showed that. We showed that with Kamara.
He was just like, all right, yeah. Like, I love love the emotion when a guy fucks up and his teammates just look at him like, what? Like, okay, yeah, cool. All right, bro, you good.
There you go.
Like, that shit was like, because Jameis was saying some dumb shit like,
you got
yeah, you know how Jameis.
You got a jipping job.
Yeah, bro.
You went this way, you got to go that way.
You could get Alvin like, bro, you're not even playing.
Crab. Can you imagine? Them crab legs is delicious.
Like you got Alvin's like, bro, you're not even in the game.
Oh my God.
Okay. But yeah, like I said, again, shout out to all NFL players that don't call their fucking teammates out and be like, bro, they did in the Jets though. Remember when the Jets, when old boy was stinking up, them motherfuckers was going off.
Mark Sanchez?
No, not Mark Sanchez. Zach Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
They were going off on that motherfucker on the sideline like.
Dude, all of Hard Knocks for 4 straight weeks. They were like, yeah, can you believe how bad we were last year with this motherfucker over here? And he was like 2 feet away.
And then Salah's on there like, he's our guy. We have all the confidence in him. Like,
no, you don't.
You don't. Like, this is a fucking publicity stunt. Thank God he's playing better though, guy. Hey, good guy.
He is playing better. Tate, before we get out, we got to ask you about all right, so we already talked about the raps with Jamal last time you were here. I know you still haven't gotten your championship raps. What's your favorite thing about being Cutman Tate, people knowing you, and the platform that you have for yourself?
Honestly, man, I love to talk shit. So just to get to interact with the fans and talk shit to the fans and then make fun of them and tease them. And then, like I said, every so often, one of them jackasses say something to me on Instagram and I'll go too far and be like, talk about their family and tell them they're stupid. Shit like that. Like, I love to travel. Like, I do miss Jamal. Like, I cannot wait for him to fight again. Like, but
we're gonna cut that. That was real love.
I still, I miss him fighting. I still like talking shit to him. I remind him every day that he's no longer the champ. So
that's my fault.
No,
you know that's my fault.
Just to let him know, you know, I always make sure to put former in front of that because a lot of people like to. So you got to keep him humble because, like, you know.
Yeah, we do have to keep that boy humble though because he does get out of pocket.
But I love him. Like I said, I miss him. I see him all the time, but I miss him fighting because it was fun. Like fight with him was so much fun.
Yeah.
Because the shit talking was endless.
Yeah.
You know, and then like the guy would go out there and say what you want and he performed. So
how you talk trash to somebody when they're like at a weakened state and trying to cut weight and stuff? That's the best
cruel. Time to fucking
That's
do
just
it.
cruel, bro.
You don't talk shit to when a guy can like fuck you up. Like he can't catch me. Like he can't run me down and catch me. Like bro, and if he did catch me, he's literally a fucking kick to the ankle being fucked up. Like so, I got him right where I want him, and I let him know.
I hate you so much, Tate.
Like dude, I would fuck Jamal Hill up right now.
Tate, thank you so much for coming on, man. For a good 10 minutes.
Not a healthy Jamal.
You.
Like Jamal now,
yeah.
all day. 10-8, 10-8, 10-8. 10-8. Yep.
Oh my God. I got to close this out. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the American Fan 365 podcast. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And, you just never know who's going to show up in the studio.
Yeah, bitches, get us some money on this thing.
There it is.
Like us. Quit fucking around and watching, not liking, sons of bitches.
From Josh Williams, from George in the back, we'll see you guys next time.